All right, here we go. ARAB, welcome back.
Vlad, what's going on, brother?
Everything good, man. I love the new song.
Love the new song? Yeah, man. It's moving. Everybody like it. A lot of people like the song.
Yeah, and I'm seeing you. This is the one you're putting the big push behind.
Yeah, this one we putting everything behind. Putting the money up, everything.
Okay.
I got Benny Boom to shoot the video. He wanted a bag of money. I gave it to him, and it just, yeah.
Right. I heard you spent what, $20,000 on that video?
Yeah. He wanted 30. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you probably wanted 100.
Yeah. But my whole thing is, man, listen, I ain't got no budget. It's coming out of my pocket. I gave him 20 large out of my pocket. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, the video turned out dope too.
And I spent on this song altogether so far. I spent around like 50. Yeah, I spent like 50 on this song altogether so far. I'm still putting more money into it. We're gonna keep pushing it.
Yeah. Well, because I remember when I was looking around, there's a version of it where Birdman kind of does an intro.
Yeah.
But he's not on the video.
Yeah. My management, everybody decided to take it off because we wanted him to be in the video, so he couldn't make it up there, so we just took the intro off. You know what I mean? So that's how we did.
Okay, because at one point it was announced that you were signing to Cash Money, but you're telling me you're still independent. So what exactly happened?
Well, at the end of the day, Compton Menace, that's a friend of mine. He just called me one day and said, "Yo, man, Birdman want to holler at you," and put me on the phone with him. And I said, "Listen, we started kicking it." I shot straight up to New York, and then I met Birdman that same night, and we just started mobbing. I went out Miami, went into his crib, we went out LA and all that. And the plan was, I was gonna do it. At the time, it was like a lot of us. I'll be honest with you, man, he gave a lot of couple rappers out here in New York some contracts, they ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like, man, I ain't really wanna, I got a lot of respect for Birdman, and, I still call him for advice. That's my OG, but it's better for me to go independent. Cause I ain't really trying to it's just that the money you can get, the money people trying to give up right now, I actually had that money already. I ain't gonna sign everything over for some shit I can go in the house, go in the drawer and get.
Okay.
I ain't on that.
So who were the other rappers that were kind of in the same camp as you at the time?
Well, it was a couple guys, man. It was a couple guys I talked to out here, man. They said the contract was horrible. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really like the contract and shit, man.
Did you actually get a contract?
I mean, I was supposed to go down there, but I ain't never seen it. I can't say it was bad myself, but a couple people got a contract from them, and they were just like, that shit ain't right, man. And that was in my mind the whole time, like, damn. I hope he'll try, give me one of them Johns and shit start going well for me. On the other side of things, I said, fuck it, I'm just going, I'm making money. I'm all right, I ain't really going to even indulge in that shit.
Okay, but why not even look at the contract? Okay, other people are in your ear telling you this, that, and the third, but your contract may have been different than theirs.
Yeah, no, it ain't just that. It was, to be honest with you, it was a decision that, like, me and my camp made because it wasn't about their contract. They was telling me, but it was like, I was trying to get, the shit wasn't clicking. Like, I'd be like, I call, try to get there, and I didn't feel the energy. You know what I mean? The energy wasn't, I could tell I went down there and signed the contract, and I just been sitting, I just be under contract. And I don't think nothing was gonna happen unless I put my own, you know what I mean? I was gonna put my own money up anyway. That's how I figured. So if I'm gonna put my own money up, my thing is, all right, I put my own money up, I push my shit. I just want to build my stock higher. You dig what I'm saying? I figure if I put 50 to 100 behind the song and I push it and I get my shit added or whatever, then we could talk contract shit. You know what I mean? Right now, I don't really have that much leverage, so I gotta take whoever contract a person give me right now. I wanted to build my stock. That was my plan, though. I said, listen, I'm gonna put the money behind the song. I asked him, I said, how much you think I should give to a record promoter? How much you think I should give to him? He was giving me advice. You understand? And I said, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. And I gave it to these people, and we started running. And my whole joint, I said, listen, I'm gonna get this shit start. I'm gonna get this shit popping, man. Then I'm gonna slide down there, and then we gonna talk. You dig what I'm saying? So that was my plan, to get this shit running, and then then we talk. At the end of the day, man, it's like I go to studios like 50, it's like about 5, 10 artists is there. And, you know what I mean? They ain't really doing nothing. So I said I ain't really want to get caught up in that. I'm gonna put my own play together, and then I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Do you think that the Wayne situation is kind of keeping that company kind of disjointed?
That was one. That was one. That was one reason. Cause when I talked to him, he used to always tell me like, he used to be like, yeah, I mean, I'm going through this shit with my son, man. Soon as over, we on. Like he be like, yo, he kept saying, you know, next week the court should be finished, or 2 weeks it should be finished. The court shit, everything should be going over. He said that shit was. He told me personally, that shit, that's my son, that's my legacy, man. That shit like it hurting me. It's taking a toll on me. Like when as soon as shit over, we gonna run. And that's what he was kicking to me. You know, at the same, I was waiting, but it was like, man, I gotta put my own money up, man. I can't just keep, you know what I mean? But he told me personally, like, yeah, that shit it was hurting him. It was taking its toll on him. He was like, man, it's my legacy. It's my son, man. Like, when this shit over, we gonna run. I was like, all right. You know, then, you know, weeks turned to a month turned to 2 months. I just figured like, fuck it, we can't keep sitting here. You know, my management, my team say, yeah, we can't just sit still. Let's just move on. I said, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this shit rolling. So when I slide back up on him, it's a different, you know what I mean? We could talk a different language.
Right, because this situation with Lil Wayne and Cash Money, like it's been going on for years now.
Yeah, I think they in court now or some shit like that, right though?
I mean, I think they've legally been back and forth for a while.
But he was telling me though, like, I mean, I'm gonna say like about 6 months ago, he was telling me like it's about to be over. I mean, you about to finish off. I think he was going I think he was gonna settle out, but something else happened. Wayne said something, somebody said something, and it was just, he told me he was gonna settle out. And it was a rumor that he was gonna settle out and then, you know, file for bankruptcy and all this stuff. It was a rumor. I don't know if that's true or not. But he told me he was gonna settle out and after they take care of that, we're gonna run. But it was supposed to be ending. And I heard that from him and somebody else. It's about to be over. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I think Wayne must have said something, went on stage and said this, or didn't agree to it no more, and that shit just went awry.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still going. I think Wayne said "fuck Cash Money" like a week ago or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
And when he was telling me, it was like they both came to a common ground and whatnot. And then I guess Wayne went back on the stage and said something, and Birdman was like, man, fuck that, I guess. Like, no, I ain't doing it.
I actually heard one of your interviews recently that you're investing in a lot of businesses and storefronts and so forth.
Yeah, I recently bought a storefront. I bought another house. And you know, I got an investment group. Me and two of my guys, our plan is we at least buy one property once a month. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. We got like a 5-year plan, but it just started the last couple of months. We've been buying properties, at least one property every month, fixing them up and going to work with it, yeah.
Okay, like what kind of properties?
Rental properties, like houses and mainly houses. You know, Philadelphia is I gotta say it's probably some of the best markets because you can buy it cheap right now. And the university, you know, I live near the Temple. So the university is moving into all the private, all the one of the most popping drug corner in Philadelphia now is filled with college kids. You know what I'm saying? You could have bought houses down there probably for like 10, 15 grand. Now these houses are worth like 200. You feel what I'm saying?
Huh.
Yeah, that shit like, it's crazy in Philly. The store I bought was only 20 grand. You understand what I'm saying? It was only a dub. And 2 blocks from the hospital is where I'm from. And we just bought a crib for like 19,000. And probably like in 2-3 years, that shit probably gonna be worth about like at least $150. Cause it's the second phase. So yeah, that's what we on right now. You know, I got with some Asian guys and some I'm from out in New York, actually. They came to Philly and they was already doing it. And I just got with them. They say, listen, man, you get, if you can find somebody to find problems, we gonna go in with you. That's what I've been doing, and it's been real lucrative. So that's what I really mainly been doing. You know, got like, rap shit it's like too political, man, and the little shit we was going through in the streets, it just got too crazy, man. You really had to like do other shit, you know what I'm saying? It got real crazy in the streets of Philly for a minute.
I mean, yeah, man, you gotta grow and you gotta evolve and
Bro.
you don't want to be broke at 40 or 50.
Hell no, that's my like my main thing. I really don't even want to be. I just don't want to have to never. I'm 40 years old. I got to resort to coming back to the streets. That's just like it's a big disappointment to me. You 40 years old and you in the streets. You got kids 20 or whatever, 19, 18, and that's just I just never wanted to be that guy, man.
Well, you say you got your diploma at 16?
Yeah, at 16. Yeah.
Your high school diploma?
Yes.
That's what's up.
I actually left school, went to Job Corps.
Okay.
So I went to school there, and I did everything. Soon I went there, my third month there. I went there at 16. My third month there, I completed the school stuff. And I went the rest of the 2 years. I did plumbing. So I'm like a licensed plumber too. A lot of people don't know that. I'm a licensed plumber, but I got that at like 17, going on 18. So that's a skill I always had. I could always start a plumbing company, and it's a lot of shit, man. But the houses that's what the main thing in Philly. It's the biggest business right now in Philly. You know, the property and whatnot.
I mean, did you feel when you were, completely in the streets, did you feel like you were too smart to be doing the type of shit that you were doing?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Me and my brain, the way it worked, I thought that was the smartest thing to do. I had a job when I first came home from Job Corps. I was 17 going on 18, and I had a job. And this is the main reason why I got in the streets, right? I had a minimum wage job. I was making close to $200 a week. And one of my little cousins, who like I raised, that came up under me, man, he was selling drugs. And he told me, he said, listen, Ad, mine has to be around him all day while he's selling drugs. I'll be him all day, then go to work. So he said, listen, man, find me a worker. I'll pay him $500 a week. 8-hour shifts, 3 8-hour shifts. I pay all three of them $500 a week. And I was like, damn, I'm making $200 a week. So in my mind, I said, this is the smartest thing to do is make the $500 a week. I sit here all day. I sit here like 14 hours with him all day anyway. This the guy be around all day, every day. So I said, fuck that. I said, listen, man, give me the job. And mind you, I'm as big because he look up to me. He like, give you the job. No, I ain't getting no job, man. I said, man, give me the job. And he just, I got in the game, he just bought me a couple of pounds of weed and just gave it to me for free. I said, just go ahead, man. Just sell weed. And I just started selling the weed and I just got it rolling. I had 2 blocks. And then, I just graduated from that and went to the crack game and we were just out there rolling, man.
Well, you said if you take rap money away, no rapper would have more money than me.
To be honest with you, man, I'm trying to say it the right way. Yeah, I made a lot of money on the streets. I made a lot of money. Not like drug lord, big meat money, but like I made enough money in the streets to take care of my family and everybody around me. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars on the streets. Hundreds. You feel what I'm saying?
When you talk about taking over your first couple blocks, like people don't just hand over blocks.
Well, my neighborhood, I grew up in a neighborhood, and now it's different. I'm not saying I could have did this in other neighborhoods. In my neighborhood, it was like everybody was like knew. I was like the guy I was the young guy everybody knew. So I can go sit on this block and sell drugs. I didn't have to use force because they all was broke. And I just, hey, y'all do this, y'all do that. The older guys than me. When I turned 17, I probably could physically beat probably all of them in fighting. You know what I mean? So that wasn't the issue. And then I got little cousins and little brother who was already just shooting people. You understand what I'm saying? So when I went on the block, and it wasn't about force, it's just like, I got every right to this day do. One of the most popular, one of the most money generated blocks in my neighborhood was the block I grew up on. So I knew the owner of the block. He used to give me dollars to go to the store. So when I decided to do something, they never denied me. Then he got killed and it left a void. You understand? And I brought some guy from an older guy from another neighborhood to my neighborhood, and he had the brain, he had the money, he had the system. So he ran it, and I was under him. A lot of people hate that started a whole lot of war. I started a big war because I brought somebody else. That's when I started going to jail for violence. Around that time, I was going to jail for violence and drugs because nobody wanted the guy I brought to the neighborhood. They ain't wanted him there, but he was bringing all the stuff, and I was helping him move it, and we just made a lot of money. This guy, the block I grew up on was doing like 10,000 a day. You know what I mean? That's why if anybody heard me in the interview said I'm making that much money, it wasn't just me. It was the guy that I brought to the neighborhood. It was his. He made so much money. His brother got killed. His father got killed. And he just was like, man, I'm done with it, man. And I said, let me have it. And he made it like a way where he still could make some money. Just let me have it. And I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not saying, I didn't start it. You know what I'm saying? I inherited because he made so much money. There was so much shit happening in his family. He wanted to back out. I was from the neighborhood. I understand it. They really wasn't really going to get violent with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I thought at first. When they gave it to me and all the money was mine, a lot of people from the neighborhood used to come at me like, listen, man, you from the neighborhood, you cool, but the guy, like, no. I said, no, listen, it ain't his no more, it's mine. And nobody wanted to believe me. I said, no, it's mine. That started a whole lot of shit, man. We had a rap group of like 4 or 5 artists, man. 2 of them in jail for murder right now. You understand what I'm saying? 2 different murders right now. And these happen to be the same guys I was with when me and Cassie got locked up for the murder. You know what I'm saying? So these is my rap group people. And we grew up and it got that nasty in the streets, whereas though, when I fought the murder, when me and Cassie got locked up for the murder, I left a void. I was the only bridge that like, it ain't get too out of hand because I'm from the block. But when I left, older guys from my block and the younger guys just clashed and it just went crazy, man. A lot of people got locked up, man. A lot of people got locked up. They got life in jail for murders and shit. People that like was my rap partners, 2 of them got life in jail for murder right now because of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I'm not saying I could take this or take that. They gave it to me. I'm from the block. If somebody from a block that generated the most money, I have the rights to it. So once I got in the streets, they let me have it. They let me do my thing. And I just made the money. Because the guy I bought, he made so much money. So when he stepped off, he'd just give me something and be like, listen, just give me this off of it. And you can have the rest. And I'm like, all right. And that's how I started making a whole bunch of money. You know what I mean? I was paying my mom bills at 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? I had my own crib. I had like 5 cars at 19. I mean, it wasn't the best cars, but it was good cars at 19. And you know what I'm saying? I had a 2-bedroom house. I had my girl, and I was living my life. I never went back to my mom's house until I came home from the murder charge. I came home with nothing. This is when I went back to my mom's house and had to live with Cassidy. But before that, I was doing my own thing. And I seen Cassidy a bunch of times around that time. He'd come through the block, I'd shake his hand, and I was just like doing my thing. And it always, the Lord, it always like, he always was impressed by it, you know what I'm saying? And you hear the stories about the, you know, the violence and all that. And this has made him want me to come with him. You know what I mean? So in 2005, he just like, listen, man, can you just come with me? I'm gonna make you a millionaire. And I actually left everything I was doing alone because I believed in my mind, this guy's on TV all day. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, man, you know what, man? I'm about to go with him. You know what I'm saying? I told my youngest, man, y'all can have this shit. I'm out. I'm gonna start hanging with Cass, man. I want to be a rapper. And that's what I thought was gonna happen. That was my plan. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna fuck with Cass. His boy told me I'm gonna be, you understand? I took his word. All I know is I see a guy on TV and he said, listen, you gonna be a millionaire. He used to give me all this like hope. Like, listen, this is what we gonna do. We gonna buy this. We gonna do this. I'm gonna put you out next. You gonna do this, and I'm like, all right, yeah. And I just left everything fucking alone and ran with him. That was probably like some of the, I mean, it was a gift and a curse, cause I was just broke. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to go to jail for murder. You know what I'm saying? Then I came home. It was just nutty. Like, that was a bad mistake I think I did. It was a gift and a curse, cause people knew me from it, but I was doing all right before that.
So you came out of jail dead broke.
Yeah, I came out of jail dead broke. The guys, the guys I brought to the hood, the guy that had the money, they had some money. So when I came home from jail, they took me shopping, clothes shopping. And this happened my first month home from jail. All right, and then I said, fuck it, yo. Then the guy that my old head took me out in New York to Cass. At first I come back from New York probably like every once a week. I was living with Cass, and I'm like, yo, can you give me a couple hours, help me out? He'll give me some money and be like, damn, man, you with Cass? Man, I know Cass. Why you always broke? I'm like, man, you know how that shit is. It's a grind. He like, all right, just stick with it. I come back, I call him and complain like, yo, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. I got to come back home, man. I can't. He like, man, just stick with it. It's going to pay off. And then my cousin got locked up, and then he took a big loss and went away, and when he came home, he went legit. So I ain't really had I was fucked up. I ain't had nobody to turn to. So out of necessity, I had to go live with Cassidy. You understand? Like the guy I always turned to took a hit, and my cousin got locked up, so I had to go live with Cassidy and shit. So that's why I say it was a bad time. It wasn't always, it ain't 100% him. It was just, I'm broke, depressed, and I got put up with this, you know what I mean, with him. And it was just bad for me.
Yeah, I mean, people end up growing, and people end up, the plans people have don't always work out the way, you plan them out to. You ended up hooking up with Swizz though later on.
Yeah.
Because that's actually who introduced us, is Swizz Beatz. He reached out to me and said, yo, you should fuck with my man here.
Yeah, I was saying, like, it was good meeting meeting Swizz. And, I met a lot of good people around, just being around Cass, I met a lot of good people. But this is when I seen, like, that everybody a lot of people wasn't happy with Cass. A lot of them guys, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I really seen it. And I remember I used to bring Meek Mills out there to meeting, and he used to always be like, man, he's always disappointed every time I brought him out there. And when they started beefing, I remember Cass saying he used to do a lot of shit with Meek Mills early on. It was because of me. I used to bring Meek Mills out there, and we'd do a song, and Cass would take the lead, and the song would come out kind of like corny. And Meek would be like, man, that song corny, man. Like, why Cass don't let me take the lead? I know how to make a hit song, and you know what I'm saying? And that's how I used to be, and I used to be like, man, I know. So I'd be like, all right, next time we go out there, I'm going to tell Cass to let you write this hook, you know what I mean? And we're going to do it like that. We got like 5 songs together, and that shit always was corny because Cassidy always, he was in the bigger position, so he always took the lead on the songs, and it was kind of corny. So Meek never ever used to put them on his tapes or nothing. And I was like, damn, in my mind, I'm like, all right, Cassidy already famous, and Meek up and coming, like one of the biggest artists. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get both of them on the same track with me. It's gonna boost my shit up. But Meek would never put them tracks out because he'd always say, man, the track was corny, like Cass was corny on the hook and all this other shit, you know what I mean? And I used to be like, I used to agree with him, like, it is corny. That's why Meek never put none of them songs out, but me and him would do songs and he'll put them on his mixtape. We do songs by ourselves, but when Cass was on it, he'd make a hook, and the hook was corny. Not to down him, but the hook was kind of like corny. This was corny songs, and Meek used to be like, man, I don't like them Jones app. I ain't put them Jones out. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to agree with him, like, man, yeah, this shit is corny, man.
Well, I just interviewed Rock from Helter Skelter.
Because Meek Mill is the last of us. When I say the last of us, I mean he's the last of hardcore MCs that blew up, whatever that is. You understand what I'm saying? On some street, arms crossed it, grabbing your dick, I smoke weed, smack the shit out you, I got 20 guns in the back of the Jeep. That kind of rapper, he was the last one. It's like, after that, it's like, no, nah. We definitely not making none of you aggressive niggas powerful. fuck out of here. Like we would like you snuck in here after 50? That's it. You know, now you want drugs, nigga. Drugs and dresses. That's what you rapping about.
Yeah.
If you think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, people have connections and whatever else, but in terms of like a street rapper that got to a level that Meek got at, he's really like the only one in quite a while.
Yeah, I got to say that too, because I'm thinking, but you know, well, PNB Rock, he from the street too. I guess
Yeah, but he's
shit.
more of a singer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He does more, I think he more focuses on girl type songs. Even though he's got an edge to him, like Meek is a street rapper, like a traditional
he's
street rapper.
He's street, and plus, it just like, when Meek was like, when we was kids, man, when Meek was like 16, 17, he got a voice and he had Philly for years before anybody ever heard him. How the world take to him, this is how Philly always took to him, so. That was like nothing new to us, man. Philly he was always like, he was about 16, he was one of the biggest artists in Philly on the underground scene. So we already knew what it was. I knew what he was in Philly, but at the time, Cassidy was still stuck on the battle rap, the metaphors and the punchlines and shit. He ain't really take to how I asked him and tried to make him take to it. I said, man, this boy's hot, man. You listen, you gotta like, you know what I mean? Whatever you can do for this guy, man, get behind this shit. And he never really got all the way behind it because he's so stuck on it, like the metaphors and shit.
Well, I mean, you and me have had a lot of interviews because at one point, you know, when we first met, you and Meek were cool, and then that whole thing happened between the whole Drake shit where you got dragged into it, and you know, he said what he said, you said what you said, you dropped a record, etc. Where are y'all at right now?
You wanna know what, man? We cool, man. I seen O'Malley a couple times. We shook hands. You know, I gotta say we was friends, man, but you know, behind the scenes, man, it got bloody behind the scenes, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got shot behind the scenes. You understand what I'm saying? But motherfuckers got shot behind the scenes, man. You dig what I'm saying? Shit got real. It got real in the streets with us behind the scenes. You dig what I'm saying? And it's mainly the entourages, you know what I mean? Couple people, couple of them got shot. You dig what I'm saying? The entourages is just, it got real bloody and, but me and Meek Mills, I understood that if we ever see each other, it was never gonna be it. You know what I mean? I couldn't, like, I understood me, him, or I used to be in Meek Mill crib like 3 times a week, or Melly crib, if not every day, every other day. You understand? So I understood if I seen them, we just gonna like shake hands and just talk. But the dangerous thing was if his entourage seen mine. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we used to always talk about on the phone. We used to be like, I was like, listen, man, it ain't, he's like, Abby, you know it ain't you. It ain't me and you, but you know, I gotta stand with my God. And I'm like, I gotta stand with my God. And that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was the street shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when that shit was going down, you gotta understand, Meek is a multi-millionaire. He touring from city to city. I'm still in Philly. So it's like I'm running to the guys under, you know what I mean? And it was just, it was just like fights and shooting. It got real nasty in Philly. You understand what I'm saying? And after all that, we still managed to squash it though, like on the tickets. It was never me and him. You know, it was a couple guys he was with, a couple guys I was with, a couple guys you know what I mean? So when we talked on the phone for like 4 hours and shit. And I said, damn, like, I asked him, I said, man, did I ever disrespect you? He was like, no. I said, what, I mean, how did shit happen? He was like, man, you know, for real, your guys, man, they always saying slick. You know what I mean? And we just talked it out for like 4 hours. And then I seen O'Malley, I shook his hand. I seen him 2, 3 times, and it was just dead. You know what I mean? It was just dead. And the guy, and crazy about the guy that I really had the problem with in this camp, I heard Meek cut him off. He don't even be with Meek no more.
You mentioned, I think in an interview, I forgot who it was. It might have been This Is 50. But you said that before the incident when Beanie Sigel got punched, like a bunch of the Philly rappers were supposed to get together and like do a song or a project or something?
Yeah. Before the fucking when that shit happened with the game shit, you know, Bean was in the studio with O'Malley and that Meek came down there, and then, you know, fucking Tiffy and them called my phone. Tiffy and Daoud called my phone, like, yeah, they make them in the studio and we all going. I said, fuck it, man. They called my phone, we gonna put an album together, a Philly album. You know what I'm saying? It's me, it's you, Meek, Beans, and you know what I mean? We're gonna try to get a couple other artists. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And the next day, they found out Beans did the nut shit called, he called him and was talking, you know what I mean? And then I guess Meek felt like, man, every time I tried to help out, you know what I mean? This is what I get, man. Beans stabbed him in his back, man. And that kind of like put a damper and everything. Cause Meek, like, man, every time I try to help out, man, shit like this happened, man. You know what I mean? Beans said that, it stabbed him in his back. They was in the studio, there was no excuse to do it. I had no issue with Beanie Sigel either, but that was our one shot at like everybody coming together like like that, and everybody was with it. Everybody was with it, from the P&B Rocks to Meek, to me, O'Malley, Sigel. They called all of us. Everybody was we all supposed to come and start laying verses and tracks. And then that shit, Means did this shit, man, and it turned everybody off. It made people don't trust people no more. Like it was like the last hope of trust. Motherfuckers don't got no trust. You dig what I'm saying? And then that shit happened with Beans, and I don't know, it's just like Beans, man. I don't understand it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know. Like, you gotta understand, like, I know what's going on. You know, outside of Philly, everybody thought, I knew what is going on. I know who's strong and who ain't. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Beanie Sigel is my favorite Philly rapper ever.
Beanie Sigel is my favorite.
No offense to you
let's
or
check
to
it out.
anyone else.
Beanie Sigel is my favorite rapper. Like my top 2-3 rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about him as a person. I ain't talking about the music. He done that shit wasn't cool. He done, man. But I mean, whatever his reason was, I ain't get behind that shit, man. But that wasn't really cool, man. Cause you can't be in the studio one day, the next day you to do that. This shit wasn't cool, man. I really wanna me personally, I wanna be on back Beans up on his decisions because it's one of my favorite rappers. But he was wrong, man. He was wrong.
So what exactly do you feel like he did wrong?
He's in the studio with them guys, man, and they was talking like they was. You understand? He was in the studio. He helped writing raps about the game. They putting plans and everything together, and then the next day you call and said, "I don't fuck with Meek. He don't do this," and start talking crazy about it to the game. The game recorded it, and they let Meek. Niggas let Meek hear the recording of what he's saying about Meek. It was just nutty. He shouldn't have came at that guy like that, man. He ain't really had no reason to. You in the studio, you in the studio down there, all y'all in there together. Y'all making plans and this gonna happen and this gonna happen. They called me and we all like, all right, yeah, Philly about to be united. And then he go back and call these guys and go back on his, he went back on his word, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he had his reasons for it. And, he got to stand behind whatever those reasons are.
Yeah, I guess. He got his reasons, man. Then it's like, all right, man, you get punched and, man, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody in their life.
So speaking of Philly rappers, did you know Lil Uzi Vert before he became who he is?
Vert, but he not that far. He from Francisville. Well, he got spent some time in his life in Francisville. That's a section of Philly I know a lot of people in. So I know a lot of people who know Uzi, and I know people who around Uzi, who beats around Uzi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally. When I went to jail for the 2 years, that's when he came out and was buzzing. I came home to him buzzing. You know what I mean? I came home, he was already with Drama. Before I went to jail, I ain't never heard of him. I came home, he was already with Drama and he running around. But a couple guys I know that be around him, I know some solid guys that be around him.
Right, because I remember I did an interview with my son. When you look at the new breed of rappers, they're not following the same rules as the.
But they're not following the same rules. But the people are following them because they see some element of some rapper or hip hop in them. Whether we agree or not, like we look at Young Thug, it's Young Thug. He's still talking about gang shit. He's surrounded by a bunch of Bloods. So the Bloods think that he represents.
Right, but look at like Lil Uzi Vert, who was like the most subscribed SoundCloud rapper of 2016.
And he's still talking about the same shit. He's gangster. He ain't talking about no.
Lil Uzi Vert is gangster?
Hey, listen to his music. He's still talking about the same shit everybody else is
I may
talking
not
about.
have listened to that much Uzi Vert then. I don't know.
He ain't no sucker at all. And he from North Philadelphia. And I seen him in North Philadelphia. You know what I mean? And if you're a sucker, you're not coming back to North Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? And the way he do. People, they love him in Philly, so. You know what I mean? I don't know him personally. I don't know what he did in his life, but I know they love him in North Philadelphia. That's enough, man. But, you know, a lot of them guys not like the mumble rappers. They dress weird, man. A lot of them not suckers. It be the guys who act the toughest to be the suckers. I heard so much shit about Young Thug. He's a gangster. Everybody I ask down there say he's like a real gangster. You know what I'm saying? I know some people down in Atlanta that's in the trenches. All of them say. I never heard not one guy didn't say he was really who he said he was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I ask down there. So you got to be careful who you talking to. Because some of these motherfuckers be certified. And it be the guys who be rapping the most gangster shit who don't really ain't even like that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question from your point of view. Right now, in September, late September 2017, if Lil Uzi Vert did a concert and Meek Mill did a concert in Philly, who would bring the bigger crowd right now?
That's fucking hard, John, man. Cause I gotta say this, man. Fucking in 2010 and 9, when Meek used to throw parties back in 2009, it'd be so packed, it'd be like 300 people in the parking lot that can't even get in. It used to be parties in the parking lot. So I never seen nobody pack it like Meek Mill, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. See, usually last couple shows Meek did was Meek Mills and Friends. So he be having a whole big stadium. I don't know, man. I know Uzi come by himself and be packing these fucking, he pack these stadiums out. So I don't know, man. I don't know because it's hard. People love Uzi. Uzi got different crowds probably than Meek, but Meek got the people and he got the streets in Philly. The woman, they all going to see him. I don't know, man. I couldn't choose. I don't know right now.
I mean, imagine if both of them did a concert together.
It'll be monumental. And guess what? They keep all the money for themselves. That'd be a smart move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If both of them put an album, put a show together and keep all the money, they might get split a couple hundred thousand shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If both of them just did it by themselves, put the money up, and man, that shit'd be big. Especially him, if him, Uzi, and PNB Rock do it, Joe. That'd be like, cause PNB Rock, he'll get them a run for the money in Philly right now.
Really?
Packing something.
So you think that in Philly he up there with the two of them right now?
Packing the show? Yeah.
Huh, okay.
I mean, but he not that far. Cause the kids love him. I can go talk to 4-year-olds that know more of PNB Rock songs than they might know of Meek or Uzi. Like a 4 or 5-year-old, you know what I'm saying? They got the sing shit, and the little kids, it's melodic, so little kids memorize it more. But he not that far though. But he probably can't pack it like Meek and Uzi, but he ain't that far. But if all three of them put it together, man, maybe they take a bigger split than PNB Rock, but that should be like monumental in Philly. It's not one person in Philadelphia that wouldn't go. I'm talking about everybody. Like everybody. The guy who don't even go, the guy who on the corner with a gun, he's gonna go. The women, the kids, everybody will go to that concert. People that miss other little concerts, everybody go to that joint. It's them three guys put a joint together, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would have to go. Just cause all the women gonna be there and it's like, I gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be, it'll be the it thing to do that night. So you have to go to the best clothes and shit on, and yeah, you would have to go.
Yeah, I mean, Philly Philly is low key popping right now. You know, because I think like
You think so?
Uzi don't really rep Philly like a Meek Mill reps Philly. You know what I'm saying? People know he from Philly, but he don't like every song Philly like you know like these other rappers. But yeah, Philly kind of low key buzzing right now.
We got little artists in Philly who got songs that's just big huge in Philly that ain't make it outside of Philly yet though. But one of my happened to be the older guy I was talking about who gave me the block, his son, Pound Side Pop. I call him my nephew. He got this song called On Some Shit. On Some Shit, boy. On Some Shit. And that shit, OSS. That shit like Meek brought him out on stage at one of his joints. Just how heavy this song is. And then you got, he like 18. You got the other guy like 19, Rico Havoc. He got a huge song. He got to dance with it. Then you got this other guy named Sparks. He young guy, up and coming, Butter Knife, Core, and it's drama. There's a lot of, listen. I advise somebody like if you in the business of like signing artists, it's probably like 3-4 guys for sure shots in Philly right now that's running, it's popping right now. It's 2, 3, 4 for sure shots. I would invite you, when you on my advice, bet some money on them. Bet some money on them.
That's what it is.
Yeah, these young guys, man. And these young guys, man, got some shit, man. Got some real shit.
So you talked about in an interview that Percocets is like the new epidemic right now in Philly.
Hell yeah. That shit like crack in the 80s.
Huh.
It's commercials in Philly about the opiate. Like, epidemic. It's commercials in Philly about this shit.
All right, so me personally, I've never gotten into the pills, right? So what exactly does a Percocet do to you?
I'm gonna keep it real to you, man. It's probably like the best feeling in the world, man. You know what? It's not that you take a pill and you get addicted. It's not like that. It's that you take a pill, you feel so fucking good. Like, you might don't get addicted until like it's not like addictive. Like you might how you get addicted because you take it today and you're gonna be feeling so good. When you go tomorrow, in your mind, I want to feel like that again. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And then when you go like 2-3 weeks on it, and then all right, fuck, I ain't gonna take it the next day. Then you find yourself sick, like dope. You know what I'm saying? You find yourself sick because you took it too many times. Now you have to take it. But it's just the feeling, man. I never, it is an upper, man. It just gets you up and get you pumping. It feels so good. You have sex with your lady for like an hour and a half long, and it just, yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's the best high I ever took. I had to stop. I had to. It was like a problem. I had to stop.
So you were addicted?
I took it every day for, and this the crazy part about it is, this the crazy part. If you got money, you really want to know you're addicted. Because the only time you see people addicted when they don't have no money and they need it, and they in pain. You gotta understand, I never went through a withdrawal or pain because I had money to buy it. I might have a whole fucking bottle of it. So tonight I pop one, I'm cool. The next day I pop one. And I just go up, this is my high. I take some shit, like how a motherfucker wake up and smoke weed all day. I'll wake up, but every night I'll take a perk. You know what I mean? Drink some juice. That was my shot. So I never like felt like if anybody asked me whether I addicted, I'd be like, no. Because I never felt the pain or nothing, because I always had a lot, I had money. But I used to watch my friends who don't have no money, or I watch everybody else go through it, and they never seen me go through it. And I have to look down on them like, man, that shit got it, man. That shit ain't got me. But in my mind, I knew like, man, the reason why, I talked to my brother, my little brother had to go to rehab. And I understood like, damn, the reason why I didn't get me because I got money. If I don't got no money, I'll probably be going through some pain trying to get this drug, man. You know, a lot of people switch over to dope. So motherfuckers be like 5 Percocet 30s in, and they can't afford it no more. That's why they switch over to dope, because it's the same deal. So me taking the Percocet probably every day for about like 6 months, 7 months, I just understood like, yeah, I'm on this shit. I gotta get off this shit. And I just stopped doing it. I just cold turkeyed it and don't do it again.
Okay, so you tell me people go from Percocets to heroin.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you
and
got a lot
heroin
of
is pretty much
rappers,
the worst.
They'll deny it. I'm telling you, it was for sure, for sure. All right, listen, you got inner cities and you got suburban areas. In a lot of suburban areas, you deal with, white people. 100% of the people who do dope in white neighborhoods start off with Percocets. You know what I'm saying? They crush it up, they snort it. It's expensive. You might got to pay $30 for one Percocet. Then they got to take like 3, 4, 5 of them. That's a lot of money. One bag of dope is $10. This is why they go to that. I talks to them. My brother went to rehab. My dad used to speak at rehabs. You know what I'm saying? So they taught me. And I ain't gonna lie, I had money. So at the first, I was like, man, y'all tripping, man. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I never was on the floor and going through the pain. And their whole thing is because you got money, you can afford it. It's one day if you can't afford it, you're gonna understand. So just knowing that in my head, and I watch my friends and people, women I know go through it, I just quit this shit. But it's a huge epidemic in Philly. A huge.
I mean, do you think that like the biggest hip hop song of the year talking about Percocets, do you think that helps, kind of spread it?
Yeah. Be honest with you, man.
When I'm talking about
If you
Future, Mask Off, Molly
keep real to
Percocet.
you, man. Yeah, I just seen the ugly. But if I was like, had Future type money, man, and lived in that world, I'll still be on that shit, man. The shit feels so fucking good, man. The only thing that got me off, make me don't want to do it, is because I know that it's addictive. I know it'll fuck you up, man, alone. It's the reason why I don't do it, but the shit is the best feeling. And I ain't gonna lie, the song, the mood, I remember taking them Jones and listening to the song in my car. And it just went with the whole ambiance of the whole song. I'm listening to the song, I'm popping a perk, I'm drinking syrup, I'm just going. It's just like, man. I said, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. I quit, man. And then I had to quit because one of my homies was on it so bad. I always try to get him like, yo, man, you drawing, man. You falling asleep everywhere. And he was like, man, well, you do it. I said, you know what, man, I'm going to quit. If I quit, you got to quit. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
And that's another reason why I quit. I said, I'm quitting, man, because I don't want my man, he just falling asleep everywhere. He losing his money. This guy at least had like close to like $500,000 in cash. One of my street niggas, he had that much money. Then he went broke, man. All fucking with this shit, bro.
Well, so he lost $500,000 fucking with Percocet.
It wasn't like on the day. I went to jail in 2013. He said, yo, Ad, man, he just started, listen, he was the soberest guy of all of us. I always was high. I went to 2013, I went to jail. This guy took his first Percocet. And he's like, yeah, I take a Percocet once in a blue. I came home in 2015 and I came into 2014, beginning of 2015, he was on them joints. But when I first came home, he gave me like a couple $1,000. Like, you just came on to give me a couple $1,000, give me a gun, give me a couple. I mean, he was living his life. I said, man, this nigga got some fucking money. He got some houses, bust down rollies and shit. But he ain't have what he had. Then I've been home a year or two. I seen the decline. And then I can't even, this boy actually is a friend of mine and is a friend of Meek Mill's too. Both our friends. He from Meek Mill's block. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, this was my friend and I seen a decline in him. And it's just like, one time he went to jail. He couldn't bail himself. I had to bail him out and everything, man. And it's a dear friend of mine, so when I'm talking to him, the only way I can really get him to stop if I stop. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got money, when he had a lot of money, so he was just taking it. He was getting high, taking Xannies, everything. Now when he fucked up, he asked some motherfuckers to borrow $20, and this is a good man right here. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna stop if you stop. And I just quit, you know what I'm saying? And in hopes that he'll quit.
Okay. And did he quit?
He said he did, but he's still taking Xannies and shit, man. It's just, he said he quit, man. I hope he don't see this interview and get upset with me, man, but...
Hey man, it's coming from a good place. It sounds like.
Yeah, man, we had a little intervention for him and everything, man. He ain't called me since. Intervention. I told him, man, I quit perks, man. You gotta quit this shit, man. You dig what I'm saying? He ain't called me since we had the intervention for him.
Yeah, man.
We try. I'm trying, man. I gotta get people off this shit, man. That shit is crazy, man. I don't advise nobody to get on them joints.
I've never touched it, and at a certain age, you say, "Fuck it." If I haven't done it already, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. You wanna know what? I never really smoked weed before. I mean, I puffed it, but I never really sat and got high off weed. Never in my life.
Yeah, I can't say the same. I smoked earlier today.
That's crazy though. No, the crazy part is I jumped straight into that. Like I skipped the weed and shit.
Yeah,
The first,
I feel you.
the first time I ever got drunk, I was 20. You know what I'm saying? I always was elite. I always was a hustler. I never really wanted to get high and hustle. You understand what I'm saying? But like 2010, a lot of shit I was going through a lot of shit. And I just started sipping syrup. Matter of fact, I had it. I had to get cases of syrup and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just sell it. I had to get cases of syrup. And I sell this shit. And it just, one day I just, cracked the top and just, then I found myself on my man porch. We like 10 deep. I was just falling asleep on the porch. And I was like, why am I so tired? I said, oh, the shit, the syrup. And after a while, I just started drinking and niggas got used to it. And that just was my thing. I started drinking the syrup, man. And probably like an 09, 010, I took my first perk fucking with Dark Low, man. I seen Dark Low take one. I'm looking at him, he just feeling so good. I said, damn, this nigga feel good as a motherfucker. I said, what you on? He said, man, I took me a perk 10, a banana. I said, man, give me one of them Jones. And I took one, and it was all for the races, man. I got to like 6 bananas. I was taking 6 bananas a day. Yeah, man. Drinking like 4 or 5 ounces of syrup, straight, no mixed with no fan or nothing, just straight. Yeah, man, I was on that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, you lucky to be walking right now with all that.
Yeah, man, I got shot all up. And I think that probably saved me too, man, because, they say, man, that shit make your blood run slow or whatever, and they shot me 10 times. I made it to the hospital. And I was high.
So you were high when you got shot?
I was high as a motherfucker when I got shot, man. I'm thinking somebody in the car was shooting me, man. The motherfucker took his time and shot me. It wasn't like he had to rush it or none of that. I was getting shot, and I turned around and looked behind me like, yo, why you shooting me? I'm thinking the nigga in the car shoot me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What you shoot me for? I'm looking at him, but he like this. He's screaming. He's like, oh, I ain't doing nothing. I'm looking like, yo, who shooting me? Like, it was this shit that hit me. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, the fuck, who shooting me? I turned around, and I see I said, oh, shit, and I ducked. And they dumped their whole clip on me and then pulled off. I said, oh, shit. I just drove to the hospital. I thought I was going to check. I know I got hit a lot of times. I just felt it. I see my blood all on my shirt. I said, oh, man, in my stomach and everything.
So what do you got coming up next? I mean, you got the single out.
Yeah, I'm about to drop the album, Road to Glory. Yeah, Road to Glory. I'm dropping the album. I'm kind of like wrapping it up now. I'm trying to drop it in like October, November.
That's what it is. Why that name?
That's my life. I'm giving everybody my life, my road to the glory. Even though I feel like I ain't really reached the total glory, but to be honest with you, man, I lived through the shit that I'm gonna stand on this, man. There's no rapper in history that lived how I lived, like been as deep as I've been. You understand? Like I seen it. I seen the height in the drug game. I seen the low. I seen the violence. I was a part of that on both sides. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I just did it. I just lived it. I really, really lived this shit. You know what I'm saying? And anybody, even my enemy, will tell you I lived it. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at me as a rapper in my neighborhood. That's just like funny to me. They understand that I'm, you know what I mean? I'm King Kong in the neighborhood on another side of things. You know what I'm saying? So the rap shit is just, I do it I like the money, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because on Saturday I might make $7,500 in feature money. You understand? And it's just like, it comes so clean. I'm just not used to that shit. You know what I mean? I never had an income tax check, so it's like I never got a clean $7,500, $8 grand. to rap. You know what I'm saying? All the money I had to like sell this, flip this to get this and stack this and you know what I'm saying? And this shit, motherfuckers is bringing you money. I went out Pittsburgh the other day, made like came and left like 5, 6 bands. And it was just like this really nothing. I like the money, so that's just keep me motivated.
Right. Well, let me tell you something though. It ain't really clean until you pay your taxes on it. So don't be one of them dudes who's locked up. You know, 2, 3 years down the line for not paying taxes. I think
I always
Beanie Sigel went to jail
just thought like on a level. I ain't on the supreme level, so I'm thinking like they ain't worrying about this shit. I'm the little crumbs I'm getting this day. You think they worrying about the little crumbs I'm getting?
Let me tell you, when I was this, and I'm not where I'm at right now. I'm talking about when I was first starting. I got audited.
Yeah.
And that's one of the ugliest feelings you ever gonna go through.
So
let me tell you, man.
So when you first started, you got audited.
When I first started. Well, when I first started, it was right during the recession, and they were auditing everybody because they needed the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got audited, and it took me. It literally took 2 weeks out of my life to go through every single piece of paperwork and get everything together to the point where I felt I could present it to them. But
so,
like,
let me ask you a question. So in your business, you wasn't getting under the table money, or was always over the table?
No. It actually worked out where I paid all my taxes. My shit just wasn't organized.
Oh,
but
wow.
you know, you got to have your shit organized because when you come in and they start asking you what's this check, what's that, and you don't give them a good answer, then they gonna say that all this shit is bullshit and you owe a whole bunch of fucking money, and then they're gonna audit you the year before and the year after on top of that.
And listen,
you know what I'm saying?
my friend going through some shit like that right now in this body shop. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. Don't fuck around, especially now. You know, you're talking about getting property and all that. Pay your fucking taxes. That's my advice to everybody who's getting legal money. Is pay your fucking taxes.
Didn't Beanie Sigel go to jail for that?
That's what I said. Beanie Sigel went to jail for taxes. Ja Rule went to jail for taxes. Motherfucking Wesley Snipes went to jail for taxes. Bunch of people went to jail for taxes.
And shit.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. Well, ARF, man. Always a pleasure, man. Until next time.
It's a pleasure, man.
Peace.
All right, Vlad.